Hello everyone, my name is Masami and you're watching my 1 year anniversary time capsule where I'm just noting down some fun stats about my channel and my streaming journey. And so I'm making a little unscripted video to talk about this, and then later my editor, which is me, is going to fill in some screenshots maybe to actually prove what I've been doing over here and what I've been saying. So, I started streaming on the 31st of March, which is now almost, or I mean, at the time of recording, it's almost, but when I'm uploading this video and you will watch this video, it's been an entire year for me since I started streaming. And I haven't really been that crazy about promoting myself or something. I've just been streaming and having fun with it, and that was the most important thing to me. That I can just go ahead and maybe follow some goals, some personal goals, and have lots of fun while doing it. And I'm very happy that I'm still here 1 year later, still streaming, still having fun, and actually maybe even having more fun than when I started. Due to some of my goals having been fulfilled. Very nice. So, let's start with a few statistics, shall we? So, like I said, I started streaming on the 31st on my YouTube channel, the 31st of March in 2023. And since then, I have gained 145 subscribers on my YouTube channel and 150 followers on my Twitter or X. It's gonna be interesting to see in a year from now if people still call it Twitter in defiance or because of habit, or everyone will finally have moved on to calling it X. And also, something very important is that I, at the moment of recording, have gained 120 followers on Twitch, which is doubly impressive compared to YouTube because I've only started streaming on Twitch way later than on YouTube, which is in December or so, meaning 4 to 5 months of Twitch gained me 120 followers, while on YouTube I'm sitting on 145 subscribers. So Twitch is catching up. So I've also talked about some goals I had when I started streaming. I showed those off in my debut stream, where I was very, 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 very anxious. But thankfully, I'm on the fight or flight scale of people. I'm more on the fight scale, meaning that I worked out, I functioned, which I'm very proud of, even though I was basically, I was definitely losing my my composure, so to say, in a very nice way of saying it. But it worked out well, and it was actually very fun. And also, thank you so much for the people who've been following me since my debut stream. There are still a few of them around, which is very cool indeed. Also, now let's talk about them goals, my streaming goals that I showed off there. In my debut stream, I said that I would like to gain more voice stamina by streaming, which is a goal that absolutely is fulfilled massively, like more than I imagined. It's really crazy how much better it got, to be honest with you. I talked about how before I started streaming, there was like a stretch of about 2 years or so. Did I say 2 or 3 years? Well, I was somewhere in between, where I didn't talk basically at all or not much. And that's why my voice was very, very, I don't know. It was very fragile and not very strong. It was very thin, and I didn't have much stamina. So that's something that I wanted to change by streaming. And I can say that it has been a resounding success because now I can actually keep talking for way longer, and I can keep talking like in a much more confident way as well. And it's wonderful. I'm so happy about it. It makes me very happy. Very cool. So my second goal for my streaming was learn to talk more fluently. And I would say that goal has also been achieved somewhat. But I mean, as you can hear at the moment, since I'm doing this unscripted, you can still hear that I'm still having a little bit of these moments where I'm stopping or rephrasing something or where I'm fumbling my words and then I have to do it again. But it's definitely gotten better, in my opinion. So that's also a nice thing. Also, my third goal for the streams was learn more editing software, which is, I would say that's not as strong of a fulfilled goal as the others. I am currently, or at least while I'm recording, I'm not yet, but I am about to use some new editing software to cut together and edit maybe a little bit of stuff for this video. So technically, yes, I did learn some new stuff in that regard, but very, 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 very late. And one of the reasons of that is that I actually wanted to start making videos on my YouTube channel way sooner, but I ran into some troubles. I figured out that I'm much more of a performer than I am a producer, so to say, meaning I really like being in the moment and doing something unscripted, like I'm doing now, kinda. I like being in the moment, and producing stuff is just not the same for me, so it's a little bit less of a happy thing to do for me. But also, problems have arisen that I haven't really figured out what kind of videos I would like to make. Of course, making stream highlights and the sort of that would be incredibly useful, the most straightforward and the most easy thing to do. And I'm still kind of thinking maybe I'm gonna do that. But also, I kind of wanted to maybe make something a little bit more high effort. But when I when I wrote some scripts, I figured out it is very difficult for me to get the right balance between effort and between something I would actually be able to consistently put out. Since if you want to make a YouTube channel, obviously you would like to be successful, right? And unfortunately for the algorithm, you have to make videos that are a certain length and you have to make them in a certain frequency. So meaning if I make too high effort stuff, then it would be too much work and I would have to take away streaming time in order to make videos. And that prospect kind of made me really sad because I enjoy streaming a lot and thinking about cutting down on that time and using it for videos would maybe make me more successful on YouTube, but it would also make me less happy. So that's why I haven't quite figured out yet how I want to handle that for the future. But we'll see. I'm just starting out with this video over here. So, now that we talked about my stream goals, whether I fulfilled them or not, let's look at a few more statistics, shall we? So, my longest stream record is my 11-hour Fatalis stream, which is definitely, it is one of my biggest streaming experience that I've had so far, and I feel like one of my most favorite gaming moments of all time as well. It wasn't planned. I didn't plan on fighting this boss in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, the final boss. I wasn't really planning on fighting for that long without any breaks. You can check it in the video and what is here on YouTube. 11 hours of playtime without any breaks. It's crazy, but in the end, it worked out. It felt like fate. I had like 30 seconds left to finish the encounter. I was on my last life, and then I managed to do it. And also, it was my last try because it was getting so late or so early that I said, I have to stop now because I'm going to have to return to society soon. So that was legitimately my last try for that. And in the last 30 seconds in my last life, I actually managed to take that boss down. And I was so incredibly happy. And I'm not sure if I was accurately able to portray that because I was so goddamn toasted after 11 hours of straight streaming without breaks that I was definitely a little bit, exhausted, you could say, definitely. But it was definitely a really awesome experience, and I was so happy with how many people were watching as well and cheering me on. It was very cool. And then another stat. My longest combo of consecutive stream days was 18 days. That means like 18 days where every single day I had one stream. So that's a combo that it just happened basically by itself. I didn't really make big plans for that since I always have like that rule for myself. My family wants to meet or something, then I'm just gonna say yes, absolutely. So on that combo, you can see either I didn't see my family in a few days in there, but actually my combo wasn't broken because I actually saw my mom at some point during those 18 days, but I still got home quickly enough to start a stream and have some fun with that. So it was just a lucky opportunity, so to say, but not really something I was actively pursuing. But it's funny that it happened for 18 days of consecutive streaming. Notice that my most viewed stream of 2023 until March 30th. Yeah, March 30th of 2024 is my Red Dead Redemption 2 stream, the finale of the story. I titled it See You Around, Cowboy, because I knew that we would be saying goodbye to our main character, Arthur. And that was 8 hours and 48 minutes long. Also very impressive. With 254 views. Very cool indeed. Lots of people were watching and just tuning in. And that was also a very cool experience. Very emotional as well. Less frantic and crazed and crazy like in the Fatale stream, but more emotional and very cool as well. Right, now that we're done with the statistics, let's talk about my hopes and dreams for the continued effort that I'm putting into my streams. It's funny that I wrote down some notes for me to remind me what I wanted to talk about. But all of my hopes and dreams don't really have a lot to do with the streams, like numbers and stuff, like no specific goals of I want to have 100 trillion subscribers during the next year or something like that. I was just writing down my hopes are I would love if in the future my streaming could be so successful that I could replace my mini job with it. That is like a mildly realistic hope that I thought for myself, not necessarily for specifically in the next year, but overall, like overall with my streaming. Not sure how long that might take or if it's ever going to go that far, but it would be very nice. That would be a hope for myself. And dreams. Dreams are the more unrealistic heights to which it would be nice to go, but I'm not really believing it. But who knows where we are in a few more years in the future, not just 1 year, right? This is just the first one. We're just getting started. My dreams for streaming would be that it would be so successful that I could actually get my mom a little bit of a better retirement, because I'll be honest with you, I'd like her to not be forced to still have to work after her retirement. I think it's something that's sad and shouldn't be. And I would love to be successful enough to be able to just guarantee that for her and just be able to be a shoulder to lean on for her financially too. That would be really cool for me and would make me very happy. And then the most crazy of all of them dreams that I could think of would be that I would get successful enough with streaming that I could actually own an apartment or a house in the city I was born in the future. That's just something that people of my generation feel like if you're not born into being rich or you don't win the lottery, that's not something that's ever going to happen to you. It's not possible by just working as a normal person. At least it feels that way at the moment. Little bit of a sad thing to say, but that's what dreams are for, right? Trying to make things better and hoping for a better tomorrow. So, that's about it. And I thought, alright, for finishing up this little video, I would say I'm going to show off a few of the little stream scenes that I made that I'm still using. Maybe in the future, maybe not next year, but maybe in the years of the future, when I'm opening up this time capsule, I'll look back and say, oh, back then I still used my self-made stream scenes and my stream is starting and stream is ending, like GIFs and stuff. That is so cute. Who knows, maybe in the future I'll get something professionally made and it will look super cool. But to be honest, I'm pretty happy with what I came up with and that I did it all on my own. And even if it's simple, I think has its own style and feeling, and I'm pretty happy with it that it worked out that way. So right now, behind me, you can see my normal streaming background, so to say, which I'm using when I'm just talking, right now or something. This is my stream lobby. I made it look a little bit gloomy, but with lots of violet and purple. Very cool. I tried to give it a little bit of a Japanese painting theme. Hope I was able to do that. And yeah, but I think it's pretty nice in my opinion. It's very simple, but if you look at it, it looks kind of nicer than it seems, I feel like. At least I'm happy with it, and that's the most important thing, right? So, then let's go with this one. My stream is starting soon. Kinda stream scene. Also self-made. Not much to say about it other than it does its job and it's kinda nice and comfy. I like it. So, as well as this one, quick pause and be right back. Similar style, but a little bit different so people don't get scared when they feel like, oh no, is she ending the stream? No, it's fine. It's just a little pause over here where you're actually also not seeing me, unfortunately. And then the end. The stream is ending screen over here. Thanks for watching. That's what I'm gonna say once I'm done here. Also, this one has a little butterfly. So, also, something I thought about, maybe I can show off my model once again. Maybe the person who's watching this has never actually watched one of my streams or was never around to see my full model. So, that's just what we're gonna do now. We're zooming out a little bit. And as you will see, I'm actually super tall. That's right. IRL, I'm also very tall. 180 centimeters or about 5'11" in freedom units, whatever you prefer. And yeah. Hope you're not scared now that you know how tall I am. Anyways, I'm very happy with my outfit. put a lot of thought and effort into like coming up with how I wanted it to look. And I'm incredibly happy with how it turned out. So very happy with the work of the artist that I hired for that, which is definitely by far, I mean, I wanted to say it's by far the most valuable thing I've have for my streaming. And that makes sense because anything else I did for the streaming was just done myself, right? Except maybe for my streaming equipment. But even my streaming equipment wasn't as valuable and as expensive as this one. Which, I mean, makes sense. I mean, it only makes sense if you know how expensive these models can be. But in my opinion, I was able to find an artist that does incredible, wonderful work and didn't even ask me like astronomical values for that, which is I'm very thankful for as well. I'm still kind of awestruck how wonderful it looks. Yeah, and that's overall probably the same feeling I have with my streams so far in this first year. I'm kind of really extremely happy with how well it went and how well it's going, just in terms of how much fun it is. Obviously, many other people have way more subscribers and followers and more other stuff on their social media and everything. But to me, once again, from the start, it was most important that it is a journey of having fun and of personal growth. And I've achieved that. And I'm so, so happy to be able to look forward to another year and maybe another year. But for now, we're just looking forward to the next year. And then we're going to see what that's going to look like. And I'm very interested to see what my time capsule is going to look like for my 2-year anniversary. So, until then, in 1 year, I'm gonna say thank you to everyone who started watching me right from the get-go, from the moment of my debut stream. Thank you to everyone who started tuning in later. And thank you to everyone who is watching right now and maybe never watched a single one of my streams. Thank you for just sticking around until now, and maybe you'll decide to watch me in the future. Right then. Thank you, and see you soon.